Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Phils. Welcome back to the channel. Do appreciate you stopping by to take a listen to the video. I just wanted to give my post-fight thoughts on the fight this past weekend, on the KSI versus Logan Paul 2 card. We had two really good fighters fighting on the undercard championship fighters, and Billy Joe Saunders, who has the WBO at 168. He was fighting against Amdrew Conceros, I believe, an Argentinian fighter. And then we had Devin Haney, who fights in the lightweight division, 135, who has the WBC. He was making his first title defense against Puerto Rican fighter Alfredo Santiago. I hadn't heard of Alfredo Santiago. Actually, no. I'll start with the Billy Joe Saunders fight. That fight was a pretty good fight. Billy Joe Saunders got the knockout. It wasn't the best Billy Joe Saunders that I think we've seen. Well, of course, it wasn't the best Billy Joe Saunders. I mean, I think he might have been losing on the scorecards. I'm not sure, but Conceros was definitely he was catching him with some stuff. Billy Joe Saunders was having a hard time really hitting Andrew Conceros. Is kind of mirroring Saunders a little bit, and just I could just see Saunders just kind of struggling, and the guy was kind of awkward and kind of hard to figure out, and so yeah. But one thing I didn't notice is I think it was the 10th round or so, I believe Conceros went back to his corner and his corner was congratulating, was giving hugs and stuff like the fight was over. And when I heard the commentators come back, I just kind of went back on that, and I was like, wow, okay, that's. And then look, next round or something like that, he gets stopped. You can't celebrate too early. So I think the kid just celebrated too early. It was, did a good, was doing a pretty good job against Billy Joe Saunders, and of course Billy Joe Saunders, knowing that he probably had to get the kid out of there, had a sense of urgency, and yeah, the kid let his guard down and got clipped. But I'd love to see what Billy Joe Saunders does next. I'm interested in seeing him definitely fight against any of the other 168 champions. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Canelo. I'm not checking for that fight right away. I like to see unification. Canelo doesn't have a world super title at 168. He has the WBA regular, the WBA super champion, I believe, is Callum Smith. And so I definitely love to see him fight, any one of those guys. David Benavidez, Callum Smith, or Caleb Plant. Any one of those guys would be good. So yeah, to move on to the Devin Haney and Alfredo Santiago fight, definitely enjoyed that fight. I'm hearing talks that Devin Haney was exposed, and he's not ready for this and he's not ready for that, and he's still green. And look, I enjoyed the fight. The fight, what I thought was great about the fight is that Devin Haney had to make adjustments, which he did make adjustments. The kid won every round and got a knockdown in round 5. So the kid run every round. It was beautiful. I think I'm not going to do any takeaways because Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they're going to go back and watch the tape, and they're going to come up with the takeaways. And he'll be better his next fight. And this was a good fight. It was supposed to be, I think, an even softer touch than Alfredo Santiago. But yeah, he made Devin Haney work. The kid was boxing with Haney. He was trying to establish his own jab, and it was a good fight for Devin Haney to fight an awkward guy. The guy was taller and longer than him. I think he was 5'10" or 5'11". I think he had a couple inches on Devin Haney in reach. And so, yeah, you need these kinds of fights. And, everyone's saying he's not ready for Tank. He's not ready for Loma, yada, yada, yada. Devin Haney he has insane athleticism. And so I can see some of the things in there he's not going to be able to do against a really superb boxer, someone who can take away, that athleticism with angles and just different things and counterpunching and so on and so forth. But Devin Haney is the goods, man, and I believe he will make all the adjustments that he needs to make, and I see him as being a master adjustment. That's one thing that I always say about Floyd is that, you know, regardless, Floyd was a master adjuster. I mean, he was a master adjuster, yeah. But he made the adjustments that he needed to make in the ring. And no matter what style he was fighting, no matter what you brought to the table, he was going to take away what you did best, and he was going to use it against you and beat you. And I do believe Devin Haney has that ability. So I'm looking forward to see what the kid does. It was a good fight for me. It was a good fight for Devin Haney. I'm glad that he, you know, it was a little tougher for him, and he had to dig deep, make some adjustments to really continue to beat the kid and not let the kid, you know, start to get away with rounds or start to outbox him or so on and so forth. He, like I said, I think he won like every round. So there's really no takeaways for me. They can, you know, they'll, like I said, they'll take care of that in the gym. But anyway, just wanted to give my post-fight thoughts. Not much to say on the KSI Logan Paul fight. You know, it was entertainment, and yeah, you know, I don't think it did much for the sport, but it is what it is. Hope everybody got paid. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by, taking a listen to the video. Stick with me. I definitely, you know, try to do some different things with the channel, see where I'm going, but I will definitely keep trying to bang out these post-fight reactions and these, you know, pre-fight predictions, so on and so forth. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I do release more videos just like this one. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.